Hello babes, welcome back to my channel and to this week's new makeup releases going on the wish list or not. I did film this look. There's still gonna be someone asking, but I did film this look. It is actually using only one eyeshadow. Oh yeah, I did use a highlighter in my inner corners, so maybe then two. But it's only this purple. And I did film like a get ready with me. I don't really know when it's going live, but I did film it and it's coming soon. I'm filming this on the Thursday because I am going, well, me and Ricardo is going, we're going to visit his dad on just Saturday to Sunday. So I won't be able to film this on Saturday and have it up by Sunday because we're leaving on Saturday morning. So I'm filming it today. This is after work. I'm back at work. So I'm filming this, it is after work, and I'm gonna edit tomorrow night, Friday night. And so if something's released, something's announced on Friday, Saturday, and you don't see it in this episode, it's probably coming next week. And as always, I always appreciate when you tag me on Instagram, you send me things on Twitter, all of those things. I do appreciate it so much. I try and see and like everything I get, but sometimes it's a lot, especially with some releases, because people get very riled up, which I'm excited about because I love to see like what you get excited about. Because some things I mention here that nobody tagged me in, and then some things that I mention. Wait, some things I mention, am I in a good place? Why did this become so cleavagey? Some things I mentioned, like this one, I get a zillion tags. And I told you there's gonna come an orange palette, but I actually thought that they were gonna save it a bit more and do a pumpkin palette. But I mean, you know Colourpop? There's no waiting at Colourpop, so they did an orange themed eyeshadow palette that is orange. Sir, can I help you? What are you doing? Go. Honey. Oh, är du trött? Oh, you're a bit tired. Okay, I got an assistant. Honey, that's my boobies. You cannot lick my boobies. That is so inappropriate. Sir. Why am I all drooly? Yes, that's you. Do you see it? Do you see it? What do you have here? Let Mama take that. Okay, so he's gone. The orange palette. I told you there was gonna come an orange palette, and here it is, and I am excited. I haven't bought it yet. But I actually think I am gonna order this one. I think I'm gonna buy it. Like, I'm never gonna be the first person in the world with the Colourpop palette, and Colourpop does not send me all PR. I get some things and not other things, and I don't know like why they decide to send some things and not other. I have no idea how PR at Colourpop works, but I love orange makeup. I am still in orange, yellow, red makeup country. I'm still drinking that Kool-Aid, let me tell you. So I'm gonna get this. But I think I'm gonna wait until August. And I mean, when I'm filming this is the 25th, so I think I'm gonna wait a week. Because I don't like need it. And I don't really need it now. And even if I ordered it on the release date, I'm still not gonna be the first one having this up. So I'm gonna chill a bit, I think. And I am gonna order it in a week. Maybe I'll order the purple one as well. And then I'll have all of them. I feel like. So yeah, what do you think about this one? I know, oh, I have this in front of me. This is obviously not what I used today. Come on. I know that one also has a pressed glitter like this one. And there are no glitters that are safe for the immediate eye area. I think it's something that they have to put because of the size, because what I've been told, because of the size of the particles. When something is more in pigment form, even though it's so sparkly, it is the size of the particles, and also obviously that it's not meant for metal, but if it's made of metal, it's not even made to be used as cosmetics. This is obviously made of plastic, and that's why it can be used in cosmetics at all. That's what I've been told. So I don't think any glitter is made to be used in the immediate eye area. Personally, I feel like I am a bit of a rebel. Nah, not really. I just know what I'm doing when it comes to glitter. I've never had any problems. I'm careful with glitter. I don't get it in my eye. I always use glitter glue, even if it's a pressed glitter like this one. And I get it. If you are very unsure of yourself, if you're afraid that you're gonna get it in your eyes and it's gonna hurt you, I have never even had it like scratch or feel it even when I have gotten some in my eye. So personally, and this is just me speaking personally, glitter doesn't freak me out. Using glitter around my eyes doesn't freak me out. Would I put it on my waterline? No, never. Like, why would I? But yeah, glitter, it doesn't really freak me out. And yeah, I think that's it. I am sure there are some glitters that are like really softer particles and smaller that are meant to be used and are safe to be used around the eye area and won't have that disclaimer, but as far as I can see, all other glitters have that. And if you have any more additional info, do let me know down below. But personally, I like glitters on my lids and I'm not gonna stop. Never had any issues. But you do as you want to, and that's all I can say. I'm gonna pick this palette up. I feel like this palette has a better... I feel like this palette is more like same. I mean, something is a bit darker, but it's not really that dark, and something is a bit lighter, but it's not really that light. All in all, this doesn't have a lot of variation when it comes to light to dark. I feel like this orange palette is more like the Blue Moon palette that had a very good, like, really light, really dark, and I feel like this almost has as good of a really light, really dark, and I think they did good. I am excited. I know that there's a lot of other things in this collection. I don't think any of the other things in the collection are new, to be honest. I saw that they included a Super Shock shadow in the collection, but it's a re-promote. It's the Bumblebee, I think it's Bumblebee. I could be wrong. I think it's a play on words. I don't really know, but I think that that one was part of another collection. Was that last summer? I'm not really sure, but that one is back. It's like a bright orange Super Shock shadow. That one is beautiful. If you are looking for something bright and orange and you just want to buy one shadow, I do recommend that one. I think it's actually super pretty. I will link this collection down below. I think that this is pretty. I'm gonna get this palette, and yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say about that collection. Let me see what else we have to talk about, because I have so many things like saved that I want to talk about, but I always like end up not talking about everything, because at the end of the day I'm just like there's so much, and I don't do it. Like, we can quickly mention this one. This is the round 3, another Colourpop, but this is Colourpop and I Am Becky G, and they're coming up with the third collab. I think it's 3 glosses and 4 Super Shock shadows. I don't think that this is very exciting. I think the packaging is, like, the paper packaging is the prettiest part of this. This doesn't make me tingle. Like, I don't really want to get that. So let's talk about the new mini palette by Natasha DeNona. This isn't a mini palette, this is a full size pants. So this is $50, I think, and she's calling this the Coral, right? Yeah, this is the Coral. So this is, I think, $50 instead of $25. This is not one of those mini palettes that looks like USB drives. This is more of a full size palette. I am not gonna get this because I feel like this is a less exciting version of the Cranberry palette that I do own, that has a more bright red and more bright purple, and also has shimmers that do resemble the ones in this palette. I think that this palette is beautiful, but I feel like the Cranberry palette is more my style because it is more like saturated and yummy in the colors. The swatches look beautiful, but it's a bit too muted for me. But if you wanted to try some pinky corals for summer or even autumn, you don't want to buy a big palette and you want to just treat yourself and get something nice, because so far I've really liked the Natasha DeNona formula, at least from the things I've gotten, and I've only gotten like more newer recent things. So I don't think that this would be a bad purchase if this is something you feel like you can use. 2 mattes, 1 light, 1 dark, 3 different shimmers, 1 is light and 1 is more of a that steel gray purple, and then more of a mauve red. I don't think it's bad release. I think it's already available. I will link it down below in case you want to see where you can find it, but I don't think I'm gonna pick this one up because I have the Cranberry palette and that's more my style, let's say. Also, this surprised me a lot. Anastasia is coming out with a new eyeliner. When is this coming? This is coming August 6th, and Anastasia rarely releases only one item. So I'm guessing that this is the first item that they are revealing within a bigger release that they're gonna have on August 6th. So I would say, do hold your breath. There is gonna come more things. I think Anastasia is gonna release more than one this on August 6th, because they always do. But this surprised me because it is a felt tip dip liner. And I just didn't see Anastasia as a brand to release that. I thought that they were cooler than that. Is that the wrong way of saying it? I feel like Anastasia has always had like their finger on the pulse. That's how we say it in Sweden. Is that how you say it like in US as well? They have their finger on the pulse, like knowing what people will... Why am I hunching up like Quasimodo? Knowing what people will like, knowing what people will appreciate, and knowing what people will hype up. And I don't see any influencers being ready to hype up a felt tip dip liner. I might be wrong, but I don't know about this one, unless another part of the release that they're having on August 6th is also a liner with a brush tip. Because I feel like if Anastasia released that, that could be a hit if they did it good. That could be a hit. They would take over from Kat Von D, and that would be the last item that people feel like they need to buy from Kat Von D because it's so good. Although I feel like the next one is just as good. I feel like that could change the game. Could really change the game. So I really hope that one of the other items that I'm guessing that they're gonna release on August 6th is gonna be a brush tip liner. Because this one, I was like, where you been the last 5 years? Are people really checking for this? Because I don't think they are. Or am I missing something? Are these back in fashion? Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were friends. Wait, I have one more thing that I want to talk about from Natasha DeNona. This is coming... It's already available. I'll link it down below. This is a mini set with the chroma crystals that me and Hannah talked about, but this is a set with a silvery one and a black one in minis. Love me some minis. I'm so happy that Natasha is one of the brands that are totally like embracing the minis. I love that. Just snack sized. And this is two little snack sized chroma glows. One is a silver, one is a black. This isn't for me, but I think it will still be a hit. And I love that the black one has a silver cap and the silver one has a black cap. I think that's really cute. I don't think it's that expensive. It's $25 for 2 shades, and that is not that expensive, especially considering that it's Natasha DeNona. And to be fair, things like this, you don't use them usually. You don't use them enough to have to have anything other than a mini. So I'm so excited that these are minis, and I honestly think that that will also be a good release for her. Makeup Revolution cannot seem to stop releasing those chocolate palettes. Now they're coming out with one that is at least colorful. This is a I Heart Revolution Sprinkles chocolate palette. They're really stretching it now. They're stretching it so far, they're basically Elastigirl at this point. I don't understand. Don't hate this, but I feel like rainbow palettes, it's one of those things that if you have one, you're probably fine. And I wouldn't buy my one from Makeup Revolution, just knowing how I feel about the eyeshadow formula. Also, these seems to be, these all shimmers. I'm gonna have to look into this one, but yeah, I'm not super impressed. I will still link it down below, but if you are, maybe you are and you wanna get it, but I think I'll save my coins. Here's something that I want to talk about that I've actually already been sent as PR. It's on its way to me. Am I still filming? Yes. It's already, like, it's on its way to me, but this is something that I would have bought with my own money. If this wasn't sent to me, I would have bought this. And this is the new detailed blending brushes from Sigma Beauty. Here's the thing. A while ago, I want to say a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, the owner of Sigma Beauty wrote to me, and she wrote to me and said that she basically was really sweet to me, and she said that if I ever had any feedback for Sigma Beauty, I am free to contact her, and she's always open to getting some feedback, basically like that. And after a while, like a month or so, I wrote her back and I was like, you know what? Do you know what I think that Sigma should have? I think that Sigma should have detailed blending brushes. It's something that's really in right now in the makeup community. It's something that I feel like would really benefit your brand. I'm not saying that I am the reason for this collection. That is definitely not it. But I am happy to see that one of the only thing that I actually had as feedback is actually a reality now, and I'm so excited about this. Sigma basically took 3 of their popular blending brushes and just made them smaller, and I think it's genius. It's 3 sizes that people already liked and like loved, and just made them smaller. I think it's so smart, and I'm in no way, shape or form taking credit for this. I mean, obviously they are very competent people running a very tight ship. I'm just saying that I'm so excited to see that the one thing I actually had as feedback is now reality, and I cannot wait to try these out. Like I said, these are heading my way in PR, and I will try them out and let you know what I think. But I do really love Sigma brushes, and that is why I chose to affiliate with them. I have even made a collab with Sigma back in the days. So back in the days, it was like a year and a half ago. Back in the days. But I really love the quality of Sigma brushes, and I'm so excited that they added these 3 to the range. I think it's gonna be awesome. I will link them down below in case you're interested in picking them up, or maybe you want to wait a bit and see what I feel about them, like review them a bit before you jump in on it. But yeah, super excited about that. So like pleased that those are like on the market. I'm excited. I am really excited. I usually when I do some mainstream things, and I think that this was the only mainstream thing, and then I try to do like influencer created brands, celebrity created brands, if there's any like collabs that I want to talk about like specifically, that is like where I feel like the influencer is more famous than the brand, and then I try to go into more smaller indie brands. Some of the bigger brands that I mentioned are indie brands. Indie brand basically means that they're independently owned. Sometimes people confuse indie brand with handmade, and indie doesn't mean handmade. It just means that they're not owned by a big parent company like L'Oreal or Estee Lauder. I thought that we would talk about, what did I want to talk about? Your phone battery is dying. Shut up. Can't you see I'm trying to do something here? I wanted to talk about this because I have been getting some tags on this, and I actually been getting some DMs on this. I try to read my DMs, but sometimes I get overwhelmed, and if I don't respond to you on Instagram, I'm so sorry. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to like sleep, eat, work as well. But this one is the Nika Joy Cosmetics. I don't know if I've talked about this before. Is it Nikkia? Nikkia Joy? Nikkia Joy? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She is an Australian influencer. She has a YouTube and an Instagram, and she has a makeup brand. And I don't know if she's released any like makeup items before. Oh, she's had powder. I know she's had lashes and like a sponge and powder. And I think this is now her first like color cosmetics, and it is a highlighting palette. This is $36 US, Australian $51. Oh my god, the Australian dollar is like the Canadian dollar almost. And I personally do not need a highlighter palette, especially not one that has like champagnes and golds and stuff like that, because I don't really use colors like that. If I use powder highlighters, I use like peachy, like really peachy ones, borderline like shimmery blush peachy ones, or really pink ones. If I am to use any kind of gold ones, I'm gonna use my Super Shock highlighters, because I love those. So I think that this is good if you are a makeup artist, because you will get shades that will probably fit most skin tones. Personally, I'm not that excited because it's not something that my collection needs, and I also do not do makeup on others anymore. But if you are a fan of hers, and maybe you are into a highlighter palette, or you want to try a new brand, maybe this could be for you. Personally, I think it's a bit basic for my makeup collection. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. And then we have a collection. I looked at this picture. This is Carli Bybel, and she's doing a collaboration with lip products with Makiage. I am not familiar with this brand. The only thing I know about this brand is how absurd their PR packages has been that they've sent out to influencers. I have never tried the products. I have never really looked into the brand, but I have to say that this promo pic is early 2000s Photoshop. Make it a bit space and then make my hair flow. Like, I remember when I was modeling and people were kind of doing this kind of Photoshop and you were like, oh, it looks like a cartoon, it's so cool. But now, 2019, I look at this Photoshop and I'm just like, ooh, that's a bit dated. But that's neither here nor there. I think Carli Bybel has a very classic, glamorous makeup style, and I think a lot of people would probably really appreciate the colors that she picks. So I am interested to see what this is. I think she has sneak peeked a more nudie lip look and a more red lip look. It's very classic, but it's also very her, so I'm not really surprised. I mean, she's not gonna come out with a green liquid lipstick. It's not her style, but if you are into her and you're into the kind of aesthetics that she has, maybe this could be for you. I've never tried the brand, I have no idea about their quality, but maybe it's awesome. Like, what do I know? I think I'm gonna try and not make this episode. Did I shave? I think so. And if I didn't, that's totally fine, because we all have hair. Maybe not all of us, but most of us have hair. Ooh, maybe this wasn't an indie brand. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. It's gonna be fine. The next thing I want to talk about is an influencer brand, and I usually don't talk about sneak peeks. I've stopped doing that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm just so over it. Like, I am my own person, and I refuse to be a part of brands' hype machine. I don't know if it's like, I don't want to be a part of someone's PR machine. Like, I'll do what I want. I'm a rebel. I'll do what I want. But sometimes things catch my eye, like this Makiage collection. Although we have already seen, I'll try to include when I show the pictures, the nude and the red lip color. We already know pretty much what's coming. But with this one, the new palette from Manny MUA's brand, the Lunar Beauty, we've only seen the packaging. I have no idea really what's going to be in it, other than I'm guessing it's going to be strawberry colored. But this packaging is goals. Whoever he hired to do packaging, that person deserves a raise. This is beautiful. Beautiful. I just bought his highlighter. Highlighter is really nice quality. The packaging is stunning. Stunning. So I don't know, like, his packaging has been goals. I like the packaging as well of the Greek goddess things. I wish that he would have put a Greek goddess instead of Medusa, but that is just personal. It's just a personal mini pet peeve. But the packaging was stunning. And then this packaging, I don't even know what's in it, and I'm already intrigued. I really am. I think this is beautiful. It says summer 2019. I feel like it's borderline a bit late for summer. But I'm gonna tell, like, funny story time. You probably saw my face change because I remember the funny thing thinking about summer. But I am intrigued to see what's inside this palette, and I think that he's gonna reveal it. It's gonna reveal it really soon, probably when he's like showing packaging and everything. And I mean, it's a bit late for a summer release, but you never really know what kind of things the brands have been dealing with to get things to come up in time. I know a lot of brands that have suffered some setbacks in time due to production malfunction, maybe not to the extent of like furry lipsticks, but you kind of get my drift. I want to tell you, like, funny story time. I am interested in this palette. We're going to talk about more about it next week. Funny story about this summer thing. The other week, like last week, before our vacation was even over, it was, I don't remember, let's say it was the 18th, but it was somewhere around there. Let's say it was the 18th. It was raining, and my fiance was like, the umbrella is broken. We only have one umbrella, and he was like, the umbrella is broken. it is officially autumn. It was raining and I'm getting a new umbrella. I'm like, it's like July 18th. You can't say it's officially autumn. I'm not even back from my summer vacation. He's worse than the brands revealing sneak peeks for like holiday releases. I'm like, stop it. Let me at least get back to work after vacations before you're declaring the end of summer and the beginning of autumn. So he already thinks that summer is over, so Manny's a bit late. But yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Is there any other like influencer, celebrity, blah blah blah? I think we're fine. Let's get into some indies, and I want to firstly talk about this monstrosity. I'm confused about this collaboration. This is a collaboration between Bombshell Cosmetica, which is actually a brand that's on my radar. I'm kind of intrigued to try them. The color story of this palette is amazing. The packaging of this palette is like an LSD dream gone bad. And then it's in collaboration with Mary Jane Beauty. I'm like, why are two makeup brands collabing with each other? And the only two pictures that Mary Jane Beauty has on their site, on their Instagram, is these two palettes. I'm like, who doesn't collab with a new brand unless it's Bombshell Cosmetica that's created another brand? But do they really need to do a collab? And I'm confused. I'm confused. And this is a cannabis inspired cosmetics, and that's not really my thing. I feel like I'm not against like cannabis, I'm not against alcohol, I'm not against any of that. Like, you do boo. You do whatever you want to do, and just I honestly don't care. Maybe that's my I don't care. I don't care. But I don't think that everything needs to be like, do we need to like make that into a palette and sell it for money? Does everything have to be a palette? And I think a lot of people felt this way about the pizza palette. Like, does this need to be a palette? And I'm just like, I don't want an alcohol themed palette either. That's why I didn't buy the Juicy Olive palette, because it was all alcohol themed. And I don't get that, because there are so many things you can do with olives, but it was all about alcohol. I mean, I don't know if that's what some people think, but olives can actually be enjoyed in other ways except a martini. But this palette has a beautiful color story. It's so bright, it's so vibrant, it's almost like neon, and then with some duochromes. But I hate the packaging. I'm so over unicorns, even though I keep like saying beauty loving unicorns, but I said that before the trend, okay? But unicorn makeup, I'm over that. I'm so over that, and I'm also so confused about this collection. Mary Jane Beauty promoter search. And then they're oh my god, I am so sick and tired of how brands are searching for people to promote their brands now. They're doing it like a freaking competition. Stop it. It's all a PR stunt. They just want to get engagement. And I'm just sick of it. That's not what PR is. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a rant. I'm so sorry. You probably didn't want to hear that. I am sorry, I truly am. I wanted to talk about this. This is something that I'm truly interested in, and I might actually pick up, and I shouldn't have mentioned this in the indie section, but now we are. This is the new Joy Cosmetics Essential Lip Enhancer Shine Balms. What is up with these long names? And these are basically colored balms, and these look beautiful. They look like those glossy lipstick formulas that are semi-sheer, and I am all about the look of these. I think they look so nice. So yeah, I might pick one of these up. What do I want to get for August? I still haven't bought everything. I still haven't bought 3 items for July. I still can buy 1 item if I want to. So maybe I want to get one of these, because I feel like these look so cute. I am totally interested. When are these coming? July 29th, so that's really soon. And they are going to be $18 each. That's not super affordable, but also Joy is like a mid-range brand, so maybe we shouldn't be that surprised. I was tagged in this, and let this palette be... How am I gonna be sugarcoating this a bit? I don't like this palette. I think this palette looks like kids makeup. And from now on, I am, even though something is new, if I feel like a palette looks like either kids makeup or something that's been created by just a pick different shades and put them in a palette in 15 minutes and make some money out of it, I am not gonna talk about them here on my channel anymore. There's been a boom in makeup brands when it comes to the indie part of makeup, and I don't necessarily feel like it's been all positive, because I feel like a lot of these brands that come out, they're not bringing anything new to the table. They don't even bring a product that looks exciting, and I'm just like, how easy do you think it is to make money in this industry? It can't be that easy that you can just put any generic palette out there and just be like, new, and people buy it. I hope it's not that easy, because if it is, I need to start a brand ASAP. I don't know, I'm gonna reel it in on those kind of releases. This is from Sugar Cosmetics, like I said. This looks like the pan sizes that Tarte had in that like shell palette, but that shell palette had a beautiful packaging. It's like they took two different things from Tarte. They took a pineapple palette. They took the pineapple palette and then they took the pan size from two different palettes. They put them together and it looks like kids makeup. I don't like that at all. I think it looks... I don't like it. I'm sorry if I'm shitting on someone's dream, but you're gonna have to work a little harder than that. Just a little bit. And it's the same with this palette right here. I think Amy Loves Makeup said this the best, because this is the Bestie palette by JC Cosmetics. JC Cosmetics? Why was that so hard to say? And she said it the best. This is the Bestie palette because you can buy this together with your bestie, depot it and split the shadows up, and you will have two exactly identical palettes, because there are so many duplicates in this palette that look exactly the same, and for no reason. Just edit yourself. There's nothing new or exciting or cool or revolutionary or even creative about this palette. It is just so big with so many similar shades, and if this would have been edited down a bit, because there are some interesting shades here, but if just edit yourself. Some shades are just identical. So unnecessary. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not impressed, and I don't, like I said, like, I don't want to shit on anyone's dream, but I also don't want to hype things up that I don't really think that maybe out of all of the things that are out there to pick and buy, I don't necessarily think that this is it. And if you disagree, you're totally fine to disagree. I will never say that your opinion is wrong, unless you're like racist, because then you can just leave. But I don't see it. I don't see the creativity, I don't see the joy, I don't see what they're bringing that's new. I'm gonna talk about one more thing. I've been here for quite some time, and I need to not film for 200 years, and also I feel like I got a bit negative and don't want that. We're getting finally new shadows from Sugarpill Cosmetics. They announced, I want to say November, that they were releasing new eyeshadows, and then something happened. And only like one of them came, and then like two more, I don't really know, but now the four, I think the four last, Arsenic, Hypnotic, Veloria, and Tokyo, they're coming. They are dropping on the 26th, which should be when this video is live, and they're also coming out with some loose pigments. Polar, Silver Lake, Memento, and Brick Toast. These look pretty. Here's the thing. Sugarpill used to be this big like pillar of colorful makeup. When I got into YouTube, now it's like 4 years ago, if you just even was breathing colorful makeup, there was always someone showing up being like, do you have the minute to talk about the wonderful world of colorful Sugarpill? And they have fallen behind. They have fallen behind. First of all, there are new formulas with bright colorful mattes right now that I think are better than the Sugarpill ones. I still feel like this, like is it called arsenic, the little lime green, that one looks really pretty. That is something that I could be interested in, but I don't really like the big pans, and I am surprised at how stagnant this brand is. And I don't know if that's necessarily even a bad thing. For some brands it's good to release less things, but I mean, aren't they in Ulta? I mean, Melt came into Sephora and they started releasing some more things. And maybe Ulta don't have the same like push on their brands to release more things, but I'm just like, there's been some liquid lipsticks with glitter, and there's like, I don't know if 4 pigments and 4 single shadows is enough to get people hyped about Sugarpill again. Especially with the amount of colorful mattes that are out there. He just pulled my rug into a big pile and just laid on it. I'm guessing he needed a pillow. I don't think that this is going to be bad. I don't also think that Sugarpill has my favorite matte formula when it comes to singles. I'm surprised that after all this time, because I've been on YouTube for 4 years, after all this time, that's it. That's it. Because there hasn't been a lot of things released by Sugarpill, and I'm just like, I'm worried for the brand. I really am. They're such, like I said, a pillar in the community, and I'm just like, are you okay? Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about this? How do you feel about Sugarpill? I think Ricardo's coming home. Because I'd like to hear your opinions. I'd like to hear what you think about the brand. I don't think the brand is sinking, but I'm just like, what's going on? Because I don't mind brands just releasing stuff when they have something that's perfect, but at some point it's just like, sweetie, that's really slow though. It's really slow, and especially how things are now. I don't think that every brand needs to be Colourpop or make a revolution. Thank God they're not. But I don't know. Is this enough to impress people? Let me know. Oh, Ricardo's home. That means I'm gonna quit. Hey! He sounds tired. It is 7 o'clock in the evening and he just came home from work. Poor guy. And now he's talking to the dog. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if I missed something that's being released either Friday or Saturday, that's coming next week. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram so that I can see it. I am gonna go and have some ice cream because it's so hot. And like I said, did film this look. It's coming right. It's coming right up. And all the details are down in the description box. And I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Bye!